ठीक है और इंट्रोड्यूस तो करो तुम शुरू करते हैं नहीं किया था स्टार्ट चालू है।
Hello, good afternoon, my friends and students of this course, the participants. Uh, uh, I am Dr. C.N. Daftuar of Salakar Consultants. I am one of the senior most group of consultants, trainer, and advisors of Salakar Consultants. And I have been asked to do this webinar on behalf of Salakar Consultants for the participants and students of the course called Compensation and Benefit, Module 7. Uh, this course is fully and formally called as Certified Compensation and Benefit Managers. And this is, as I told you earlier, this is Module 7 of the course. In this module, initially I would like to cover some of the objectives related to strategic, reward, and compensation management. So here we are uh, uh, we have planned to cover three broad topics. One, reward, strategy, and objectives, components of total rewards, and integrated total reward strategies. What do we mean by these three points? Are say they precisely define the objectives of reward and compensation strategy, particularly reward. It's a reward is a reward and a strategy is a kind of declaration of intent on the part of both party, the workforce as well as the management. Reward strategies also aims to provide guidance, directions, and a clear path for developing reward policies and practices within an organization. That means it aims to give you guidance, give the management a guidance along with the direction and lay down a clear path for developing policies regarding rewards within an organization. It strikes a balance between organization and the employee's need, beliefs, and values. Means all reward and compensation strategy must lay down a kind of balance between organization's needs and employees' needs, as well as mutually their belief and values. All these three must match between the organization's management and the employees in general. So this is what reward strategy aims at fulfilling. Why, after all, what is the purpose of reward strategy, and what are the and why should we should have a clear objective reward regarding the reward strategy. As I said earlier, reward strategy is a link between business and the workforce and their needs. So that means there has to be a right kind of coordination between the management needs, the business needs, as well as the needs of the employees working in a particular organization. It's very common sense knowledge that unless there is a meeting ground between the needs of the two parties, there cannot be a coherent, a, a cogent kind of organizational environment. So this is necessary for that, and reward strategy aims to build that. Human workforce in the large is the largest entities of sorry, this is there is a typing error. It's not entry, it is entity. Human workforce is the largest entity of expenses for an organization. Thus, it is important to significantly pay attention to the strategies related to it. Generally, it is supposed to be that the organization will spend its largest uh, part of the financial investment on the human workforce. Although, frankly, I tell you that very few organizations meet this criteria, and uh, say on the compensation and benefit like pay and incentives and all that, uh, there is no this kind of expectation is rarely met in any organization. So, but this is important to significantly pay attention to the strategies related to it. Besides this, it is also helpful to plan how to get to the future objectives of the organization. Be sure of being in the right path. Recognize and determine when the intended objective has been achieved. So these are some of the very essential ingredients, essential criteria of laying down a right kind of reward strategies. Uh, okay. It's very important that you should have a right kind of objectives, and it has its own importance to lay down a right kind of reward strategy. It is the most appropriate and effective framework enabling organization to reward their staff according to their practical contribution to the achievement of their organization's overall business strategy. That means there should be a match between a, I mean, a contribution that are made by an employee and what achievement he has created for himself or herself, and what organization does for their benefit. So it's a kind of a match has to be a part of the business strategy for the organizational growth and organizational profitability. The basic aim of the right kind of reward strategy is basically to induce staff behaving and performing in a way which can actually and productively contribute to the organizational achievement or competitive edge. That means the aim is basically to induce a staff in such a way that they should behave in such a way and perform in a way which can actually and productively contribute to the organization achievement of competitive edge. So that it can help the organization to achieve better, to increase its bottom line, and to make it more competitive with its competitor. These are some of the basic importance, the purpose of the reward strategy and objectives. If you have any question, please, I give you 2 minutes to raise your hands and point out your questions. And after that, My colleague sitting here will take charge of the session. Thank you.
Welcome back. Thank you, Dr. Daftwar. Now we will be looking at factors influencing reward strategy. Now there are various external and internal factors that may affect reward strategy. You will have to take into consideration the market trend, the labor market trend, the features, and the level of salaries that are currently being paid in other organizations, and the trend of increase and reduction in salary packages of employees. The second factor that may have influence on the reward strategy is HR strategy, your HR strategy. Now, this is a necessary and prerequisite in order to effectively and consistently foster integrity within an organization. Organization's efforts. This provides evidence to the entire workforce that all the organization's efforts are uh, converging towards a clearly well-defined common and shared direction and end. Now here it gives, see, if your reward strategy is aligned with HR strategy, this will help your employees to know what is your organization's ultimate goal, and they will have confidence that their efforts are linked with the ultimate achievement of organizational goal, and that will create an integrity within your organization. The goals will be well defined, that will help them to have a clarity as to what is expected out of them. Now, each reward strategy has to be developed on the basis of reward philosophy. Now, the major factor that has impact on reward strategy is the reward philosophy. Now, the basic pay that your organization or the industry follows has to be taken into consideration. The incentives that are to be paid should be taken into consideration. Now, the components of total reward. The components basically involves 5 key elements, which is compensation, benefits, work-life balance, recognition, development, and career opportunities. The Evan Hewitt in 2012 total reward survey defines total rewards at everything an employee gets from employer that they find rewarding. So total rewards is nothing but whatever an employer pays to its employees, which they feel that is rewarding their the efforts that they are putting in. So the 5 key elements, as I mentioned, in are compensation, benefits, work-life balance, recognition, development, and career opportunities. Now, the most important motivating factor for these are uh, autonomy. People want control over their life and work. Now, like if you have a proper total reward strategy or reward strategy in place, people will know that whatever the amount of efforts that they are putting in, they are getting returns, equal amount of returns from the employer. So that way they will have control over their work, and this will help also have an effect on their personal life. Mastery, people want to get better at what they do. So whatever they are doing, if an organization has such rewards in place where their career development is also taken into consideration, that will help, that helps them feel better about what they are doing. And purpose, people want to be a part of something that is bigger than they are. Now, organizational objectives, when they are aligned with what people are contributing, what people are performing, now their performance, when it is linked with organizational development, that is something bigger for an employee, so they feel involved in organizational objective. Now, the term, as mentioned in previous slide, total rewards refers to financial and non-financial return provided to employees in exchange of their time, talent, efforts, and results. Gives their time, talent, efforts, results in response or in return to the same. Employers give them financial and non-financial returns. A total reward system enables an organization to address both of these desires of employees, the need to satisfy basic human needs and needs for higher need for a higher level of fulfillment. So this reward takes care of the basic requirement of an employee. At the same time, it also helps them for the higher level of fulfillment, like their career development, the additional benefits that an employee provides, etc. Now, the key elements are compensation. Compensation refers to various ways an employee earns money from company. It typically consists of base salary or hourly wage, but also include profit sharing and bonuses. So, salary is nothing but the basic payment that people get. This could be monthly basis or daily basis or hourly basis, and it may also include the profit sharing or the bonuses that an employee may give. Now, short-term incentive pay offers. Compensation also includes short-term incentives, which are paid for a shorter duration of efforts. It may include a year, 1 year. Long-term incentive pay offers rewards such as stock options, cash bonuses for sustained productivity and performance for longer than 1 year. So, long-term incentives are paid in the form of stock options or something which is in response to the consistent performance or performance for more than 1 year by an employee. Benefits refers to both mandatory programs that employer options. Mandatory programs include workers' compensation, social security, while employers' option include paid vacation time, pension programs, etc. So it includes benefits includes mandatory, uh, which is a statutory compliance, you can say, and it also includes something that an employer gives out of their wish. So it could be the vacation time or the pension programs that employers offer, or anything small which may include the birthday bonus or something like that. Work life balance. Your work life environment should promote a healthy balance between work and personal time. Now, the one of the key elements of yes, one of the key elements of the reward strategy is work life balance. Now, your reward strategy should be such which promotes work life balance, that enables employees to spend equal amount of time on work as well as their personal life. Performance recognition. Institute a system of recognition. Awards include peer recognition and team recognition. These awards are voted by recipients, co-workers, and can boost morale by singling out exceptional performances. Now, this is the reward and recognition. Annual rewards and recognition that organizations conduct is an example of performance recognition. Now, career development. Here, your the initiatives that result in your career development, like employees sponsor your education. They sponsor the courses that you want to opt for your professional development, and they give you opportunities. mm, uh, they give you opportunities to attend seminars, attend training programs, development programs. All these act as a component or a key element for the total reward. Now, an integrated total reward strategy. Now, an integrated total reward strategy will take into consideration the culture that which is the culture of an organization. Now, the culture consists of collective attitudes and behavior that influence how individuals behave. Culture determines how and why a company operates in the way it does. Now, culture is nothing laid down somewhere. It is not written document or anything, but it is an unspoken expectations or unspoken understanding of people that this is how the culture of an organization is. Environment is the total cluster of observable physical, physiological, and behavioral elements in the workplace. It is the tangible manifestation of organizational culture. Now environment is what how the environment of your organization is, whether it now an example could be the environment of an organization may include encouragement to new ideas that helps people to think innovative in innovative manner. So that also has should be in considered while designing a reward strategy. Attraction, reward strategy should be such which will attract new talent, which will help you retain the best talent as well. The retention here, if your total reward policy or strategy is such very effective, then your employees will you don't have I mean your employees will want to stick to your organization. Now what motivation is the ability to cause employees to behave in a way that achieves the highest performance level. Motivation is comprised of two types. One is intrinsic motivation and the second is extrinsic motivation. Now, intrinsic motivation linked to the factors that include an employee's sense of achievement, respect for the whole person, trust, appropriate and advancement, opportunities, and other. Intrinsic motivation consistently results in higher performance level. So there are other the total reward should also include such you can say rewards which helps an employee feel motivated, which are not financial components, but that gives an intrinsic motivation to an individual. Extrinsic motivation could be is associated with rewards that are tangible, such as pay or the incentive or bonuses that you give to your employees when they perform well. Now you need to check what helps and how by survey, etc. Now, when you're designing a total salary strategy or total reward strategy, I'm sorry, if you're designing a total reward strategy, you need to check what will help you to have an effective or to devise an effective strategy. You will have to focus. I mean, there are various components which are compared out here, like basic pay, retirement, healthcare, training, time off, life, disability. So, whichever component you feel is giving more results, you can focus on that and include that in your reward strategy. Now, total rewards elements are tangible direct rewards, tangible indirect rewards, intangible rewards. Now, under tangible direct rewards, there's basic pay, variable pay. Tangible indirect rewards includes healthcare benefits, paid time off, retirement benefits, training and development, disability. Intangible rewards include work environment, challenging work, autonomy, positive reinforcement. Now, with this, we conclude the webinars for this session. In case if you have any doubts or queries, you can put across your queries through email. Thank you.
Where can you show the